Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Sam and Max Save the World. Last time you'll remember we started messing around with the budget, started a three-way war between North, West, and South Dakota, and we are now in a state of war, which means hopefully we can go inside the war room. Having just enjoyed, for a given value of enjoyed, a big musical number.
Stand aside, pal. The president needs to get into the war room.
I'm afraid that's not allowed, sir.
Perhaps you didn't hear our advisor. We would like to see our war room.
No can do, sir. Orders.
Why won't you let us into the war room again?
Just following orders, sir. I can't let anyone into the room. No exceptions.
Even the president.
Why won't you let us into the war room again?
Just following orders, sir. I can't let anyone into the room.
Max says you...
We will make an exception, just this once.
Thank you, sir, but no can do.
It's Easter.
I'm not a religious man, sir. I wouldn't feel right taking a vacation unless it was a secular holiday.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Okay, secular holiday.
Oh boy!
Let's make it Earth Day.
We now declare today, April 22nd, Earth Day.
People of America, take this day to ignore all practical concerns and devote all your attention to one day of crackpot extreme environmentalist activism, which you'll forget about for the rest of the year.
People of Berkeley, California, keep up the good work.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Earth Day.
Very funny, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Oh boy! We now declare today, April 27th, Arbor Day.
Everybody go outside today and hug a tree.
Hug nothing. This year I'm hoping to get to second base.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Arbor Day.
I'll tell a tree, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Oh boy!
Well, in point of fact, there is one day that might just work.
We now declare today, April 26th, Secretary's Day.
That's supposed to be Administrative Professionals Day.
Wow, Sam. When I picked you for vice president, I didn't know you were such a politically correct bleeding heart liberal.
All right, then. Secretary's Day.
Oh boy! We now declare today, April 3rd, the beginning of Passover. Shalom! Let my people go!
And I imagine we'll get the same response, but
Hey,
let's
Soup.
see what we get.
Max says you can take a vacation. It's Passover.
I'm not a religious man, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Well, that leaves us with one option.
Oh boy! We now declare today...
That's supposed to...
Wow, Sam.
All right. Hey, Soups. Max says it's Secretary's Day.
I'm not a secretary, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Oh, if only we had something that let us declare somebody a secretary, but
An Easter egg. True to its name, it's completely worthless.
we got it, and an achievement.
Sybil's carbon dater is used to find possible historic artifacts. It's a stack of pithy campaign slogans. The buck stops here, 1,000 points of light, and I did not have sex with that woman.
Well, I did, but I didn't inhale.
Listen, maggot, don't plug me to you.
Bosco's truth serum is just a bottle of vodka. We can use this to appoint an honorary cabinet secretary.
All right.
His Excellency El Jefe Maximilian I, Intimidator of the Realm, has a special surprise for you. Better get those handkerchiefs ready. This could get sentimental.
Agent Superball, we have decided to reward you for your excellent service to your country, for your unwavering commitment to preventing us from being where we most desperately needed to be, for your unerring devotion to being a constant hindrance in our task. For all these things and more, we now dub thee Superball. Secretary of Mysterious Gaseous Emissions. So we have spoken, so it shall be.
All hail Max.
I'm overwhelmed, sir. I don't know what to say.
Now run along to a cabinet meeting.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir.
You've got to be kidding me.
I still have my orders.
Hey, Soups. Secretary Superball, the President would like you to take a memo.
To people of the planet Earth, we know what you've been doing. Cut it out. Hugs, your nuclear arsenal-wielding leader, etc., etc.
Did you get all that?
No pencils, sir.
You left out Hunganunga. You left out the main one, too.
The President would like you to take another memo.
2. The U.S. House of Representatives. An upcoming bill to extend the powers of the President will be presented to you soon. As my way of thanking you for your yes vote, I've placed a small gift underneath your chair. Instructions for disarming this gift will be available as soon as... Are you getting all this, Secretary?
I don't take dictation, sir.
Secretary Superball, the President would like you to take a memo.
I don't take dictation, sir.
Oh, well now. Take a vacation.
Today is Secretary's Day. You have to take the day off.
It's the law, Jack!
A vacation? Permission to weep openly, sir.
Not just granted, but encouraged.
The forces of bureaucracy win again.
I love this country.
Alright, so, finally, into the war room. Where we can't fight because it's the war room. And there's a dunce hat in the corner.
The Civil War in the Dakotas seems to be escalating, Max.
Let them thin out the overpopulation of moose and strip malls for a few weeks, and then we'll step in. Where are we going, Sam?
Well, nowhere yet.
No place. Never mind.
But nice of them to have that here to speed up our exit.
Look, Max, in the White House garden pond. It's Jimmy Two Teeth.
We often allow lobbyists to use the pool, Sam.
Jimmy's a lobbyist now? What's he lobbying for? Cheese interests?
Affordable health care for the aged and underprivileged, Sam. He's a lot more multifaceted than you give him credit for.
These must be for the Joint Chiefs and other quasi-important hoo-has.
Nice screensaver.
What to do in time of war. Select target, press fire. That's all it says. Hey, there's gourmet coffee. In case the idea of war makes you insufficiently jittery.
I'm plenty juiced just being in here. Let's blow stuff up.
It's a plate of fancy cookies.
For the discriminating general with a sweet tooth and a taste for vengeance.
It looks like Bismarck has fallen to the West Dakotan militia.
Oh no! That will wipe out the country's crucial snow and slush reserves!
Your compassion for your people is heartwarming, Mr. President. There's a growing insurgency around Fargo to repel the South Dakotan occupation.
What a senseless waste of human life. Hey, do you think these screens get cable?
There's a growing insurgency around Fargo.
What a senseless... Hey, do you think the...
There's a growing
What a sense... Hey, do you think these screens get cable?
I thought there'd be something different, but... Let's see, here's the targeting computer.
Looks like a remote homing beacon in the frigid Antarctic.
So peaceful. So serene.
Want to blow it up?
You have to ask?
Oh, what the heck.
Dinner special tonight? Penguin flambe.
Who would have suspected the Washington Monument is really a self-replenishing supply of intercontinental ballistic missiles?
It's good to see it used for something more useful than corny innuendo for once.
I wonder if this will have a significant impact on our delicate ecosystem.
Absolutely. My ego is bigger already.
Let's see.
The
some
homing beacon to the
different one.
Kremlin doesn't seem to be working. It was probably turned off in the spirit of Glasnost.
More likely those lazy commie bastards forgot to change the batteries.
Lazy former commie bastards, Max. It's the distant, peaceful world of Krypton.
They mock us with their utopian society of crystal cities and absentee parents. They must be exterminated!
Well, it's probably already been blown up by this point, but what the heck?
This'll teach him to put me in the Phantom Zone. You will bow down before me! Aww.
Better pull up a chair, little buddy. Well, what do you know? Bosco was right. The government really has been targeting his store for destruction.
Won't he be glad when we tell him?
What do you say we keep this to ourselves, Max?
You're right. We don't want to ruin the surprise. Attention, Bosco shoppers. Clean up in aisle everything.
Would you look at that? Bosco's satellite defense system actually works.
Well played, Bosco. You're safe. But for how long?
There's no beacon for the missile to lock onto.
Then we'll just have to do this the slow way. Lock and load, Sam. We're off to Red Square.
Some other time, little buddy.
Alright, so with that done...
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Artsy shot there.
Hey, Bosco.
Yeah?
Tell us about that missile defense system again.
I'm working on modifying B-TADS Part 2.
See you later, Bosco.
Now, clearly for that missile to have worked, there has to be a beacon hidden somewhere in the store. In the freezer, maybe?
Preserved fluids.
I wonder if Bosco used the fluid sample I submitted.
I hope not.
A quick little cursory glance. Bingo.
Look, stuck to the camera. That must be the homing beacon for the intercontinental ballistic missiles aimed at Bosco's store.
What was that?
He said, that must be the best price on baby wipes I've ever seen.
Alright, so now that we have this beacon, we have a way of sending the missile after Lincoln. Which means now we can
Where are
finally
we going, Sam?
chase down Lincoln.
After that rampaging Lincoln.
Yes!
And we mean the giant stone Lincoln, not the Lincoln car.
Well, he wasn't hard to find.
Just had to follow the trail of broken campaign promises.
That's pretty profound for a high-speed car chase, Max.
I like to think I transcend genre conventions, Sam. The bullets have no effect!
He's made of marble, Max, and fueled by rage. It's Lincoln we need to stop at this point.
Okay.
We have you surrounded, Abe! Come over and let's discuss this!
Lincoln smash!
He's a testy little emancipator, isn't he? Nice toss, Max. We'd better act fast before he manages to knock off the beacon.
Or choose his own back off to escape. Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh boy!
Now, oddly enough, he isn't going to come chasing after us to, you know, stop us from doing that. Although, nice touch, it does take us back to the office rather than the front lawn. Although, why didn't just take us back to the war room? I'm not sure. And I love Max's little dignified hands behind his back pose, which he then ruins by running around like a little spaz.
Is the war room everything you thought it would be?
And more! The motivational posters were a nice touch.
You don't have to be hell-bent for wanton destruction to work here, but it helps. This missile launching system is pretty sophisticated,
It bugs me that you can't just pick any random target.
but a trained network of cold-hearted spies probably had to murder scores of innocents to place the targeting beacons in the right places.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up, Sam, but it's still inconvenient.
Just think, an entire arsenal of nuclear weapons all at our command.
It's like Christmas, my birthday, and the Book of Revelations all rolled into one.
What would you like to blow up today, Mr. President?
What wouldn't I like to blow up?
You'll have to narrow it down a tad, Max. We need a targeting beacon to aim the missile. Let's get back to war.
That's
All right.
music to my long, fluffy white ears.
And with that, I think we're ready to close this chapter out.
Looks like the targeting beacon is still stuck on Lincoln.
This is a pretty impressive temper tantrum, Sam. At this rate, he'll have enslaved all of D.C. and most of Baltimore by tomorrow morning.
Gads, you're right, Max. Still, I think we should stop him.
We haven't got anything better to do.
All right.
Mr. President?
Don't mind if I do.
Quick, let's go.
Shouldn't we revel a little?
We don't want to miss this.
Will all do my bidding. I am the most powerful presidential monument ever created!
America! Hell yeah!
Hey, that was better than feeding laxatives to pigeons on parade days.
We broke 2 presidents in one afternoon.
A personal best.
Well, it looks like the country is saved, at least from mass hypnosis. What do you want to do now?
Let's abuse my powers as leader of the free world to squeeze the middle class until they're burning their own shoes for heat.
Sounds fun, but I was thinking we could treat ourselves to some chocolate-frosted gut bombs and then have a little target practice down at the Smithsonian.
Sam, you're my best friend.
Agent Chuckles, report. Query status. Lincoln Gambit, 4-7. Query not acknowledged in acceptable timeout parameters. Error. 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 Error.
Well, that was ominous. And note the subtle change to our car. And we just got the achievement for completing Chapter 4. Because, yeah, spoiler, this time I didn't play through this one ahead of time first. I was just going pure off of memory. And we got that nice little War What's It Good For song again. But yeah, I really like this chapter. It's probably my favorite of the game so far. It has a real Mel Brooks feel to it with the musical number and the gratuitous comedy, although, yeah, I say Mel Brooks, it just feels like the sort of thing he'd make jokes about, although there's also a lot of Marx Brothers and Duck Soup and Dr. Strangelove in here as well. All good movies, well worth checking out. In fact, now that I'm done with this chapter, I think I'm going to go and watch Duck Soup again. Or maybe Dr. Strangelove, or maybe Blazing Saddles, just for the heck of it. But hopefully you'll do the same, enjoy yourself, and come back here next time for the beginning of Sam and Max Save the World, Chapter 5. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again later.